Well, I got my Jet 10-inch joiner planer in. I've read some reviews on this thing. People love it or just like it. The biggest complaint I've seen people write about is the packaging. So we're going to unpack this thing. We're going to see what they're talking about. They were talking about things on the inside that were thrown around, screws, fasteners, and all that good stuff. So I'm going to open this thing up and see what we got. Let's see. Got a little bit of tear on the box there. Packaging plans and operating instructions. Looks like the stand stuff. Get this out. Styrofoam. Mine seems to be pretty good. Do it the old-fashioned way. Tear the box open. Okay, it looks like the tabletop's pretty much assembled except for the fence, it looks like. Let's see, it comes with protective stuff on it. So let me get this out of the way. It don't want to come out. Okay, like dust collector, adapter, these are gonna be good. Yeah. One of the biggest complaints, everything fell out. And let's see. So now, stuff's still coming out. Alright, so, same complaint that everybody else had when they opened the box. Fasteners everywhere. So, let me gather this stuff up. And we'll see about if everything's complete. Alright, this is what it looks like once you get it out of the packaging and after you get through picking up all the fasteners off the floor. Got the fence instructions. Here's the machine. It had protective styrofoam and stuff in there, and these are the pieces to the stand. Dust chute, dust, part of the dust collecting stuff here. Here's all the fasteners and knobs and stuff, and the protective stuff, and the runoff table or the feed table for the planer, I believe. And looks like we got some, apparently here's the tools that I need to assemble the machine. So we'll start on it and see how we look when we get a picture to it. Alright, this is the first part of assembly, is putting the stand together. Basically it's fairly simple. I put the rubber boots on first and put the nuts. They're 10mm nuts. So that's what you either use a wrench or get you one of these right here. And so now I got to put the cross braces, put the cross supports on. Well, there is the stand put together. Now, I've been warned to leave these loose for some reason or other on some of the other reviews I've read. So I don't have them too tight, just in case I need to make some adjustments whenever I mount the machine on there. Had a couple of washers left over. Had 3 lock washers and 1 flat washer left over. No bolts or nuts, but looked like I had the right amount of hardware. And now we'll work on the top. Well, I decided to turn my machine upside down and mount the stand this way. Now I know why they were talking about leave the stand loose when you attach it, so you can get these Allen head bolts to line up as they go in here. Once you get these on, you can tighten it up and it'll be real sturdy. Alright, well, here it is on the stand. Now all I gotta do is work on the fence and all the other equipment right here to go on. Assembly seems to be going pretty easy according to the documentation. That was a complaint on some of the websites I've seen, is the plans, the assembly information was really not plain, but this is pretty good here. It's going well. Alright, here it is assembled right here. Only one thing I suggest other than what I originally was going to do when I had this thing upside down, I would put the outfeed table on while you had this on upside down. It's just got some Allen head bolts that are just hard to get to with the Allen wrench, but it's actually a real good looking machine. I'm going to have to, make sure everything's set up. They gave a little thing here. It's supposed to help setting. It's a knife setting gauge. So anyhow, I'll have to do all that. It's basically, the fence is basically square. I don't see any gaps or anything. It looks like it's good and square. It looks like it's going to set up easy. Got a good wide surface area. It will be good for when I'm working on some of these cutting boards I'm making. Make sure it's wide enough to do a good cutting board area right there, to make sure it's good and flat before I really run it through the planer. So anyhow, looks like a good heavy duty little tool. One thing, the little dust chute right here, you could take this off, and it's supposed to look like about 2.5. Well, if I can just take that off real quick, you'll have to get an adapter for your shop vac, because it's about the same size, inner diameter versus outer diameter. You're going to have to get a little sleeve or insert, whatever, for it to slide up in there if you're just going to use a regular shop vac or a 4-inch thing over there. Excuse me, my shop's dirty. I just got some more wood in today, and I got to do stuff with it right there. But so basically all I'm doing is making like cutting boards, trivets, and even TV trays. And I really need something for good straight edges, so I hope this is a ticket. The assembly was really simple. It wasn't as bad as what some of the reviews I've read about it. The only thing is, make sure you leave these loosened right here, so whenever you bolt your machine on, the little hole where these nuts come through, or the bolts come through, will line up, and then you can tighten them down. But the machine it's really sturdy. I'm shaking it now, and it's sturdy, and I think it's going to be a good deal right there. But basically, you just this is what you use to crank your planer up and down with. But I'm just going to leave it where it is and use that as my planer over there. So Alright, I'll do some videos later in it when it's set up and working and show you what I'm doing. Good luck, guys, if y'all get one of these.